party till we're out of the city.
E-rev, applied directly to the forehead. E-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
E-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.
E-rev, applied directly to the forehead. E-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
Welcome, folks, to CEVO-InertiaVsExpertise TF2 6v6 here. We're on Gravel Pit with Inertia and Expertise. We're actually pre-game, just about ready to get started here, folks. You have main caster here. You got Scuba, and we have Bait here sitting in I guess shotgun. Say hello, Bait. How's it going?
What's up, gangsters?
A little bit of an oddball match here. Looks like we're Expertise. We'll be pulling in a pug just to fill their 6 slots, and I believe we're just getting a final check on him, and we're going to be taking screenshots and getting the show on the road. For those of you that don't know, this is 6v6, no crits, 2 class limits, and like I said, we will be on Gravel Pit, so it is a time map. Who can capture the most points in the fastest time? Now, if I'm not mistaken, Bait, Inertia is actually, as of what, tomorrow, your new team?
That's right. Having some issues at home with the wife, and the CEVO schedule is a little bit too rough for her, so I get to go play CEVO A with these kiddos.
Nice. Well, I'll tell you what, you know, we casted them a couple weeks back, and I still maintain that I'm rather impressed with these guys. You know, they're not CEVO P, they are CEVO A. You know, they're kind of middle of the road right now. I think we're watching tier 13 versus 14 in the CEVO A ladder, if I'm not mistaken, Bait.
Yep, they're both teams with, I believe, the 3-2 record. And whoever wins this will probably be putting them up in around the 8s or the 9s, hopefully.
Nice, so it's a decent jump for either team. I don't have too much experience of Expertise. Like I said, I don't play too much competitiveness. I don't know if you have any light to shed on these guys, Bait. Have you seen them, heard anything of them? They're relatively new. I know it is amateur.
Well, I've played with a couple of these people in pubs, and obviously a pub's a lot different than a competitive play, but you can kind of tell who knows what's going on. And their soldiers are, as far as I know, pretty good. They know what's going on, and they know they for sure have one scout who's very good. But other than that, I don't know any of these people, and it'll be fun to watch my new team see their work, see what's going on.
Yeah, Virtue, I was just playing around with these guys a little earlier, just trying to get a feel for them, talk to them up. And I was just playing around as Scout with my new unlocks, and Virtue dropped me pretty quickly, and I suppose the word is humbling at the moment. But if he's going to be playing Scout, I'll be watching him definitely. We won't be doing War Room tonight or anything, folks. This is a last-minute cast. For those of you that don't know, we ended up being able to pick it up. We had enough casters online. We looked around. We saw the CEVO matches going on, so this is the one that we grabbed. Last time we were on the CP Dust Bowl, not the most fun for any competitive team by all means. It is a... we're on a little bit more well-rounded of a map, well more rehearsed and strategized, if that's even a word. So I am definitely excited to see what kind of strategies these guys have going on right here, as we still sit here and wait to see who's coming in for screenies here before we get started.
Oh, Scuba, come on. CEVO, they're too pro to have screenshots.
They're too pro to have screenshots.
Yep, there are no screenshots in CEVO. This ain't TWL.
Well, they do it in every other league. I apologize. My bad. Sorry. I'm just the voice behind it. I apologize.
But anybody
I've
out
failed
there
more
who's
than
played
once in this
competitive?
cast, so...
Yeah, anybody out there who's played competitive knows that playing Dust Bowl and competitive is like going to the dentist. It's just grueling and not fun.
The only good thing is the Novocaine and the bubblegum candy flavored teeth cleaner.
Dude,
And even
I
then
like
you don't
the,
walk out satisfied.
I like the water. You know, when they clean out your teeth, they do all that scratching, and then they hit you up with the water.
If they give me control of the water and air guns, yeah, I have a little bit of fun. Pour it in, suck it out. Moving on, away from dentists, try to get back to TF2. So it looks like, I'm not sure, but I'm rather certain, I'm not positive, that they are allowed to use the new Scout unlocks. That's correct. There's no rule against that. Sweet. So
Ash Cow said that yes, and if you want, everybody, you can watch You Must Recover on Inertia, and I swear to God, all he's going to do is use the Sandman. I don't even think he's going to try playing.
Yeah, he's got some wicked shots. I've watched him make some trick shots off walls and everything in here as I was specking him earlier. I'm excited to see a little bit new of gameplay in here. You know, obviously, any strategies that they have going on is going to be, I guess, more or less a rough draft with having these unlocks only out for 2 days now. But Scout has always been one of my favorite classes. I've got a thing for the weakest classes, I guess. Anything that's 125 health, I pretty much love playing. But moving back on here, the Force of Nature, I'm going to see, I'll be quite curious to see how that stacks up against just the regular scattergun. From what I can tell, quite a few people are still much more appreciative as far as competitive play goes to the scattergun here. I got a thing for the Force of Nature. Have you played around with it yet, Bait? Have you unlocked any of these yet?
I have all 3 unlocks. The only thing good about the energy drink is it's a very, very good way to take out a sentry, which we might see from Inertia for sure. Obviously on B. The Force of Nature, I don't like it just because I haven't played around with it a lot, and I don't like the kickback. Especially most people use it with the Sandman, and I suck at that, so I don't use the unlocks.
Yeah. I'm still getting used to not shooting while I'm in the air, because, I mean, as a scout, I'm always jumping around shooting people. So I hate being stopped mid-air when I'm trying to jack someone in the face. Energy drink, you know, hit or misses. You know, if any of you guys want to join in on the comments we're making here about the unlocks, you can hit us up at the IRC channel at the Game Search Network at #e-rev. And we can hear what you guys have to say about that, and if you want to listen in, talk about it, and we'll chat it up for a little bit until we can get this show on the road here. I've already got comments in here about how they hate the Sandman so much. Sandman, I don't like using it, I'll tell you what. A, double jump, very, very effective, hate that it's gone. And B, I absolutely it's just disgusting to me that you cannot swing your bat without hitting the ball first. In the middle of a fight, when you need to pull out the bat and you swing a ball instead of the bat, you're kind of SOL. There's precious seconds there lost, and I'm not very appreciative of it. You know, a lot of people not so much like in the Sandman.
Well, just so if anybody's watching this right now, Inertia took a poll to see if they'd let this pug player play, obviously, and they say no because it is, you know, with competitive play, you don't want somebody not on that on their anti-cheat, because then all of a sudden, you know, he just pops a toggle and whatnot, and we've seen that with the ever most famous Ezel. God, that guy was a... Gotfrag. If you don't know about him, go to Gotfrag.
Well, looks like we get a little bit of banter back and forth so far here as far as whether or not we're going to let our pug player play over on the expertise team. Looks like he disconnected. So, looks like it's 5v6. This will be, I guess, mildly interesting. Looks like they're going to launch config here at least. And you know, it's a sad story. If you're going to be in a CEVO team and you can't field a 6-person team, then you've got problems.
Well, that's the thing. If you see Inertia's team, I mean, they pretty much field almost enough to play their own scrims. I mean, I think we have on roster like 11 people for CEVO. Just so nobody runs into these kind of problems.
I don't know. I mean, I'm getting little hints and messages here. Whether or not we want to, you know, keep this match or not. But looks like in general Inertia is just not comfortable with that pug player in there. They're gonna play it. I'm gonna see a 5v6 here. I don't mind shoutcasting it. You know, it's 5v6, unfortunately. And you know, I guess no fault to Inertia. They were able to field their own team, and expertise was not. They apparently don't have the expertise in fielding a team. As terrible of a joke that is, it is completely true. So, teams are being switched, getting set up, configs launching, and we're going to get going here.
Well, the fun thing is, Inertia can't lose. If they lose 5v6, they will never hear the end of this.
Alright, their team roar. Well, you know what, if they're able to rally and take out Inertia, hey. Alright, Team Angry Face versus Team Roar.
2, 1.
Here we go, config launches. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a look over here at Annan, who's going to be a red NG on defense. We're going to see what kind of setup they get over here with 5v6. And as we move in here, let's see what they're going to be running. Probably the typical sentry. Oh, he's going to put it in the back corner there on B. Oh, that's his teleporter. I'm sorry. Jumping the gun there a little bit, if you will. While we're waiting for these starts to go on, let's take a look at the roster. Over on Expertise, we're looking at DK, Virtue, Annan, Zep, and Ray. Looks like they're running 1 medic, demo, NG, and 2 soldiers, no scouts. And on Inertia, we're looking at LTK, Digital, Aristotle, You Must Recover, Sai, oh man, another name I'm going to butcher. Sai, there it is. And Haiku. We're looking at Medic, Scout, Sniper, Demo, and again 2 soldiers. So as we're just under Ray, we're looking at Inertia make a push onto A right now. And as I don't know if some of you guys saw, Expertise is pretty much stacked over at B, just hoping to buy some time over there. And they're asking for a pause game. And Aristotle is kind enough to give it to him, so now we're on pause. I had no idea that there was actually a pause feature, and that I'm watching a floating medic with an Uber.
Well, at least they're not like TE3 and ask for forfeit wins. Oh!
Again, I do give Inertia credit for having quite a bit of class. They had their team ready to go at 10:05. It's now 10:55, and they finally got the match going here. So, waiting on our pause. Apparently someone's internet's going to be kicked because they don't like their ping, I'm going to assume. And watch how fast the sentry goes down. Alright, I'm going through our IRC over here. Every class is going to be able to kill an Uber. Lots of comments over here. Lots of comments as far as the lot locks go. We're going to go back to action here, unpause, as we make a push onto half of Inertia is going to be over here pushing onto B from the C side, trying to hold them off a little bit, while I have our scout cap A. We're going to go inside. We're going to look at DK from Expertise over by the Sentry. He's our medic over here. He's pocketed with the Uber. He's sitting over here with the NG and one soldier just kind of hiding out a little bit. And apparently, I don't know if he's a little stalled out, but he's about to die. Moving on. And he's back apparently. Alright, so we got the Sentry being worked on. The Sentry goes down pretty easy. You must recover as their demo. You guys saw him a couple weeks ago. He's got some skill going on. And there goes the balls flying bait, just as you called it.
Oh yeah, balls will be flying all over the place with Inertia. They love the unlocks.
Alright, Expertise goes down, DK goes down from Expertise, and then comes out of the gates as scouts. Again, they're trying to hold it, 5v6 is no easy task, whether you're in CEVO AP or whatever the case is. Being one down is by no means a fun spot to be in here. So, we have Inertia on point B. Those of you that didn't witness, A was captured in 56 seconds, and now they're working on B over here. And it's just kind of playing coy with you must recover right now, trying to get some shots in, not able to do it. Haiku comes from behind and drops him. There goes Digital hitting off his bat.
Now, fun thing with Inertia, I just scrimmed with them before this match, and they decided to switch a few things, and Aristotle, normally a soldier, was playing Sniper because he absolutely loves to play Sniper, I guess, and he does pretty well at it, and right now we'll see him go Pyro and try and knock people off points and just burn people. Inertia loves Backburner, if anybody knows who they are. They have one guy who only plays Backburner Pyro. That is his thing. It's the only thing he ever does. His name is Feast Striker, and I love the kid.
We still have balls flying up on the sea. It's going to be great when we see it. So we have an Uber popped, made it all... Went to go make the jump, did not get it down. Virtue demos LTK and Digital off. He then takes out Aristotle with his nades, who dropped quite a few, and there's a pretty impressive defense there by Expertise, namely from Virtue. He's buying some precious time there, but we're going to see how long this is going to be able to last with one down.
One of our friends, kind of in the Madcast community, wants to give a shout out to NAO. Now, whoever you are, if you know who that is, you have a shout out from DS Irish.
Irish putting his shout outs in there. He always has to try and get a shout out in. That's Irish for you.
Frickin' CS boy. Aye.
Actually, alright, so it looks like I'm going to take a look over here back at Inertia. Now they're pushing from the left side. Uber's popped. Went to go make the jump up. Wasn't quite able to get there. Aristotle goes Pyro, trying to get up into the climb into the mid there. Pushing enough people up there. He's going to try and push him off. Heavy goes down. Medic stayed up with the soldier. And Aristotle falls. Oh man, is Expertise going to be able to hold this again? Uber in the pocket. I'll tell you, I don't know what you think there, Bait. but there are a couple key things that Inertia could be working on that makes this an easy cap. Obviously, they're not playing their regular strategy. They're switching classes up a little bit, but they're still taking some time to cap. And whether we like it or not, 5v6, they still have a match to win. So let's see what they have in plan on, I guess, push 3 onto the C point here. They're going to regroup here. Side tries to get away, and Zep says no.
Well, they gotta hit their air jumps. They gotta get up onto the point and cause some trouble. Down one person already. They need to assert themselves and say, hey, we have 6 people. You're not winning. We're gonna put you in the dirt.
They better say that. All right, LTK finally has his Uber. I did hear that Expertise picked up theirs as well at about the same time. So we are going to have some Uber on Uber action here. Looks like they're going to stage up on left again. Demo 2 soldiers medic. And they popped it early. Medic stayed in the back. And Haiku goes down very quickly. The Uber does get popped. Oh, Sai goes down as well. So now they're down. They're actually the ones down, 4v5. You must recover, then takes out Virtue, ties it up on the board. So, oh man. And a heavy just rips straight through LTK, and you must recover. Again, so far a solid defense. Aristotle with a last-ditch effort to try and get up there and take some guys out. No going, though.
Nah, you know, that heavy's ruining them. What they need to do is Aristotle, somebody that can snipe, just needs to take out that heavy before they even go in. Take out the heavy or the medic. It's a key point. And even if they get a demo or a soldier, they just need to get one person down, and then it'll be such a more easy cap. But they're not really waiting. They're kind of pushing. They seem like they feel like they're rushed.
Alright. Just kind of some jumping around here from Expertise. I'm still kind of wondering what they're trying to get in their head. Aristotle still stays Pyro, trying to build that Uber there. I'm going to pan over here to LTK, who's sitting at about a 90% Uber. And they are trying to poke out with a sniper here to try and see if they can get one out before they push it. Digital picked up the rifle, so he's going to see if he can probably take one out either during or right before they pop this time. Now let's see if, what I'm curious is if Inertia is going to try and hold that Uber longer and maybe get up there in time. So far no going. 3 down on Inertia again. Uber's popped on both sides. 4 or 5, that's another wipe. So Expertise is, you know, they're not going down without a fight so far, Bait.
No, they're doing a very, very good job. They're getting solid work out of the soldiers, like I kind of expected. The heavy was a great choice. Most people probably would go with the pyro, just for the, you know, the rocket jumps up, you knock them off. There's for sure a chance that you're going to knock them off. But they're sticking with that heavy, and that heavy's doing a great job of making sure that nobody gets up that middle part.
He is. He just got bonked and had a couple rockets plucked at him, but clearly nothing doing his damage. I don't even know if he dropped it below his overheal there. And they're still trying to bonk the heavy there. Oh wow. Kind of a slow, I guess, little push here going on again. Clearly Inertia's trying to push from B. If you can't tell, they're just they're kind of spamming over there. Scout is actually their Digital. Dropped his rifle and he's trying to push from mid. He takes out the medic. 4 down. There's the cap.
And there was the good choice of going to the Kritzkrieg. Now here's the fun part. Down one player, watching them see if they have enough to be able to push against 6 people.
So strategy switches up a little bit. Digital picks up the NG. Aristotle hits back to the sniper rifle. We still have our 2 soldiers as Sai and Haiku. You must recover, of course, always on demo. LTK sticking to medic. We're going to go back down. Let's take a look at the scores here real quick. Granted, we've only been through 1 round. We're looking at top 3 over here on Inertia is going to be LTK at 29 as medic. Shouldn't be too surprising at all. You must recover. Only at 9 as demo. You know, from what I saw as some of his key plays, I thought it'd be higher than that, but apparently picked up quite a few assists. Haiku as Soldiers also tied at 9. Over on Expertise, we're looking at Medic at 26, who is DK. Their team captain, Zep at 10, and Ray at 9 as well. Ray is having a little bit of trouble with his ping here. He's getting close to the 500s. I wonder, you know, for being at 500 ping and being one man down, they were sure doing pretty good on defense there. We'll see if that can pan out for him over there. What's going on over there at A, Bait?
Well, at A, normally what happens, you got Me Must Recover Cat watching one side, and then Aristotle will be sniping on the other. Obviously, Aris didn't quite pick anybody. Or he did at a scout. I don't know. I'm getting spammed by Irish all day long. Hey.
So You Must Recover had to bail. He took some pretty deep hits there. And there's no one else really over there. Aristotle got dropped, obviously. So we're going to see what he tries to pull off here. He's actually going to, looks like, push his way back to B and hold. And alright, Expertise is not going to have any trouble whatsoever taking A without popping an Uber either, which is kind of sad. That gives them quite the advantage moving into B as far as time goes. When they capture here, we're going to see how quick they did it. Or not. We're just going to see that that they captured with time to go.
Well, as you can tell, X-Ray has lagged out. And now it's not 6v5, it is now 6v4. And now it's 6v3.
It is no good for Expertise. Now, this is going to be kind of a sad ending, I'm thinking, for these guys. And unfortunately, from what I heard, the hype, you know, a little earlier was that this is supposed to be a pretty good match had they been able to do a 6v6. So I was pretty excited about being able to see A, Gravel Pit, B, Inertia again, and C, to hear that it was going to be a pretty well-rounded match between the 13 and 14 seeds.
Well, you know, it would have been a good one to see. It's unfortunate that it's going down like this, but you know, that's what happens when things go wrong. But Irish wants to make a shout out to Chad Bickerdike. By the way, that's me.
I just hope you don't have random people trying to find you wherever you live, man. I'm not giving out my name. So we have a little bit of sarcasm, probably a little bit of painful sarcasm coming out of Experience over there, saying wonderful shoutcast. But you know what? I don't have a problem with it. You know, they definitely held their own in the first round, and you know, it hasn't been a complete walkover so far. So I'm down with keeping the cast going here. I don't know about you guys out there and in IRC land watching. Granted, I know it's not a 6v6, not a lot of action. It's just bursts here and there. But whatever you guys have to say, remember you can get your shoutcasts out there on the Game Surge network with IRC at #e-rev. And some great new info for you guys. e-rev just picked up a brand new sponsor, Axis Pro, who's got some great servers out there. They've given us quite a few servers to work with as far as our equipment goes, you know, vent, things of that nature. Our server hosting box, and they've worked out really well so far. And those of you that don't already know this, you can actually go to our website at www.e-rev.com or .tv, sorry, and there's a banner at the top there. If you go check out their servers, they'll actually direct you through how to get 3 free slots on your server just for using the e-rev site to get there. So again, Axis Pro, been pretty happy with them. I'm typically not the type to like to hype sponsors and things like that, but they've done pretty well for us thus far. So back to the action. I had to make that plug there a little bit. We have Expertise trying to work on Digital Sentry there. So far, nothing's happening. Got the demo coming from the back, and he's trying to hit it. He's not. Oh, finally goes down there. But he's. You must recover. Our Haiku goes down. Moving on, Sentry's back up. Again, you know, being one down, this is pretty slow. There's no solid push. It seems pretty much like Expertise has decided to give this one up. I don't know. Have you been watching over there with Expertise bait? What do you see?
I mean, there's not much you can do with a medic, demo, soldier, scout versus 6 players of any class. They're probably going to out-damage you in some form. I mean, with the medic, obviously he's healing, but he can't fire anything while the other 3 are, so you're pretty much playing 3v5, and with a sentry, you can't really take anything out. So if I were Expertise, I'd be running a medic, 2 soldiers, and a demo, because that would be the only thing I think that would deal enough damage to possibly put a dent in Inertia's lineup right now.
Well, they aren't quite doing that. They pulled out Spy and Scout, and their demo just got dropped. Again, they're playing 4v6 right now because their 5th, their 5th folks ended up timing out. He lagged out there, and they couldn't field a 6th. So now it's 4v6 on this sad day for Expertise and Gravel Pit, Week 6 CEVO A.
Well, the good thing is they get to hear our sexy voices.
Oh, wow. I'm just going to let that one go. I'll say at least they don't have to listen to Anger.
Oh, are we ripping on Anger again today? Let's rip on Anger.
Anger's so lazy he wasn't here to cast. his COD 4 match got canceled, so when we picked up this one, he just let it fly off into the dark. Fair enough, though. We're here to keep you guys company, folks. You see, as you watch, there's really not much strategy going on. Expertise is just trying to pug it right now, seeing what they can do one-on-one. Annan tried to go toe-to-toe with Aristotle's sniper and the soldier over there, and yeah, if he landed a hit, he landed one, and it didn't do much damage, so Aristotle wasn't having any of that.
Oh, we're getting the flip back. The internet has come back for X-Ray.
Alright, Annan's trying to pick off our soldier on the roof. And the side drops down, takes some hits. Oh! DK ends up stabbing Sai as he drops down and gets taken out by You Must Recover. Annan takes out Aristotle, so there's a nice little change of events there. I don't know what led to the actions there. And You Must Recover is going after our sniper again. He gets dropped. Zep is down. We're down to less than 60 seconds in this round here, and unfortunately we're going to have to go to another one. We're going to see, hopefully, Inertia just clean this up, get it over with, and try and wipe this one from the records. Pretend it never happened, I guess. So we're going to hit 30 seconds left, and You Must Recover is just going to hold that door, take out DK, Zep, just about everybody. So their 5th did show like they were joining, but hasn't yet. We'll see what's going to happen with that.
I don't know, Cotton. They're not running a medic. Let's see how this plan works out for them. Let's see. Dodgeball quote, my bad.
Spy, or Sniper, Demo Spy. Alright, there's Ray. He joins in just enough to see it lose. Not that I don't think he knew something like that wasn't coming. Good rounds. Well, at least they're being nice and respectful about it. Nothing really ticks me off more than, either showboating group that has no respect for the other team, or just rage quitters in general. So I'm glad they're at least being sports and playing it out. Yeah, it's a little tough 4v6 to kind of put your heart into it, so I'm going to sit here and gear up on, sorry about that, go ahead, Bait, I'm just talking and rambling, man.
Oh, it's okay. You mind if I throw out 2 little shoutcasts real quick? Or 2 little shoutouts?
Shoutouts? You are a shoutcaster, yeah. Go ahead, man.
Alright, we got a shout out to T3 by myself for winning their first round. We got a round. It took us about 6 weeks, but we got us a round. It was awesome. And I forgot the other one. Nah. Oh yeah, Anger sucks at Left 4 Dead.
Oh, he's gonna hear that one. That's hilarious. He really does suck at Left 4 Dead, by the way, folks. Don't ever play with him if he ever tries to jump into your event channel and randomly spam to get into one of your games. Just tell him the game's full. So, alright, we're back on defense here with Expertise. They're pretty much holding on to B again with them being down 1. We have Inertia taking A as per usual on this map. We do have a scout actually scouting over at B. It was anyway. We have Aristotle to cap all by himself. And Digital comes back to help him out a little bit. We have the rest of the crew getting ready to roll into B here, seeing if they can make it quick. Alright, and the shots get fired. I'm going to sit here and stay on X-Ray here. I know he lagged out earlier, but he's got his medic on him. We're going to see what they can, what work they can make out of him. Ray's working out on Psy. Psy does get dropped there. Medic did not have to pop his Uber, which is pretty good. Digital, obviously A just A gets the cap in there, and they're going to regroup over here at C and try and make a push over there. So,
if any of you don't know, there's a nice little spot. Just a little pro tip here. Nice little spot for a demo to hide right in between the BC connector on the right side. That little nook right in between there, you know, where everybody walks out and goes to the right to enter into B. If you hide right in there,
it's time like these. You want a John Madden pen.
Now, when you go off to the left here, no, I'm not gonna do that. No.
You see, what the team needs to do here to win is capture some points. If they can't capture some points, they ain't gonna win.
Nope, that's right. Pat Summerall says it, so does John Madden. It must be true.
I really just got to figure out some way of inputting the app of the circles and lines to try and draw strats. The day we have that will be epic.
It will be.
There'll be smiley faces and boobies everywhere. Aristotle's gonna try and take out. Oh, there goes the sentry. He's gonna get dropped, but he drops the sentry. He waited back there, man. He was back there for a solid minute, and they just really didn't know what was going on. He just, that was absolutely hilarious. We're getting some epic calls out on IRC. That was just terribly humorous. I love being a sniper and making just the plays that make the other team just go, damn it, what the hell was I thinking?
You do that a lot.
Yeah, I do that a lot. Yeah, they're trying to get the sentry up. Digital goes down again. Just as you called it, Digital pretty much does nothing but run out there with the Sandman and try and bonk someone. Alright, looks like Inertia's actually trying to make a push in here. They failed at it. I don't know if they're just screwing around with them too. There's a solid attempt still going on right here though.
There's X-Ray for you. That's some nice soldier action. It's good to see that Expertise is not giving up. And me knowing Inertia, and we know Inertia, they're not gonna, they're gonna play it as hard as they can so that, it gives them a pro's chance. How do you say that? You know what I'm talking about.
Fail.
I fail all the time. It's not a surprise.
Yeah, we're team fail over here in Shoutcast land. Alright, I would say back to the action, but unfortunately there's no action going on. We're
still rocket spam.
Yeah, pretty much. After these messages. Moving on. Old CBS commercials from way back in the day.
Such a nerd.
Back when California raisins were still the shit.
The raisins? Oh my god!
Alright, we do have an Uber pop, so we're going to see if Inertia can finally take claim to point B here real quick, trying to find that sentry. They're going to move in, come around the back right there. Looks like Aristotle's going to take out DK. Sentry does get dropped. X-Ray Defense takes out Aristotle. Sentry does get dropped again, so does a teleporter exit. Now they do still have a soldier that just came in. Zep takes out LTK. Psy drops Zep. All that's left over there is the NG. NG ends up taking out Psy before Haiku takes out N in there. So was even battle, I suppose. You know, it's just deaths back and forth, but Inertia came out on top trying to cap that guy, and they still have no one on the point. I guess they're just going for kill whoring right now. Digital finally hops on there, and
they're trying to make sure that that point is clear, so as you know, Digital stands right there. He's not going to have somebody come up on the roof and just camp him and kill him. But here we go, we're going to have another C defense. Let's see if Expertise is going to be able to hold like they did last time. That was a very big surprise. It was good play.
I keep wanting to make all these cheesy puns about their name, and it's really hard to refrain from it sometimes. Moving on, I'm going to go take a look over here at X-Ray again, our beloved timer outer, if you will, building the Medic's Uber. Typically like to get the action on C from the Reds' perspective. You can pretty much see what's going on here. Obviously, Inertia's going to make the push from B. Expertise already knows that. So we're just going to wait until we have Ubers come up and we have a significant push. See if we can do it in less than 4 tries for Inertia. No offense to those guys. But, alright, there's the Uber, comes right out of the gate, jumps up, gets pushed off again. That was not the first time we've seen that happen. We got a bonked Uber up on the point. Oh, Anon gets taken out. You Must Recover takes out Anon. Virtue takes out Haiku. Aristotle drops Zep. Ray drops LTK. And we have some even deaths going on right here. There it is. Cap's down. Virtue, Ray, and DK are all down. So Cap's going to happen. First time for them. And 3 points and 637 is what it looks like. So we'll see what Expertise has in store for them. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Bait, if they can't take this game over.
Oh no, they can. As long as Expertise caps this, but all 3 points before 637, it gets sent into the third round, the final round, the rubber match, to see who actually wins.
Alright. So with any hope for Expertise, if they're going to try, now's the time to put on their tri-pants. We're going to see if they have tri-pants for this match, though. And we're going to know in about 20 seconds when they come rolling out of their gate. Let's go take a look at their lineup here real quick again. They looks like they're going to stack with 2 soldiers, scout, demo, and medic. Not a bad lineup if you ask me. They might actually have their tri-pants on. We'll see what's going on. They're going to be pushing going to be pushing out of the A gate, and let's see what we have over here at A as far as Inertia goes. Looks like we really don't have much going on at all. We have Sniper and Demo. That's pretty much their typical lineup, so they're just holding that gate, trying to buy some precious little time. And You Must Recover bails out of there and leaves Aristotle to, that was like a lamb to the slaughter. Poor Aristotle.
The control point is being captured.
Who cares about the team captains? Just let them die. Make fun of them later.
Exactly. I like your style, Bait. I like your style. Just remind me never to captain one of your team.
No, I captained your team. You did it to me all the time.
Oh, that's right. Did I? If I did, I'm not sorry.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't.
Alright, X pushes A, and they are starting to throw a couple of shots into B here. We're going to see what happens here. Their demo is, oh, there they are. They are on B, making that push. They dropped their, Inertia dropped their sentry in the back there where it doesn't have too much cover. It'll be able to hit a couple people. Now they pop their Ubers. We got Uber on Uber action going on right now. Ray does get dropped, so they are down technically 2. Digital drops. He gets taken out there. Oh, and there goes Psy. So Expertise might actually have a chance of being able to take this point here pretty easy. Virtue gets dropped. Their demo is a pretty key player there, so to have him down, this might actually slow him up. We'll see what happens right here. They're playing a little coy again, not so much fierce action going on. I'm actually specking Anon right now as Scout, and he gets tagged a little bit there from Aristotle the Sniper. And he's going to go up on the point and see what he can push off here. He's going for the medic right now. Let's see if he can pop his medic. He cannot do it. Anon gets dropped, so does Zep. Aristotle gets down as well. So they looks like Inertia was able to hold B again for another couple of minutes as we see DK get dropped and Virtue again. And that's a team wipe. Rape is down as well. So
that was good though. That was X-Ray did a great job by suiciding right into their medic. That means DK and Expertise is going to have uber advantage. She's going to give them possibly enough to push through and get this point.
We'll see. They've got 4 minutes to try this. Tri-pants, boys. I want to see some tri-pants. Ooh, Digital takes a hard shot from Annan. Annan gets hit pretty hard there. Now Virtue gets dropped by You Must Recover. Some demo on demo action. And, Annan ends up taking out LTK with a pistol. That was a miraculous play by Annan. I'm going to give him props for that. The rest of his team gets dropped.
No, DK goes down. That just goes their advantage. That can't happen. No.
Is probably going to wrap it up for them. I think we all pretty much saw the word doom spelled for Expertise's future on this map, but you know, they had some heart. I'm going to give it to them. I feel bad for calling it early like this, but there's not too much this team has left in them for 3 minutes left. You never know. I mean, we've seen some miraculous plays and some turnarounds in the end, but I don't want to call it a comeback.
Well, Scout's going after that medic.
LTK gets dropped again. Annan is down, or Annan takes out LTK. Aristotle's trying to pick out the soldier that ended up getting on the roof. Virtue gets taken out by You Must Recover again. Aristotle's trying to take out their medic who just got his Uber, and it's not going to happen. X-Ray says not gonna happen. Alright, Expertise is on the point. You Must Recover's taking some heavy fire right here. Sai takes out Zep, leaving You Must Recover a little bit of time to, well, recover. Pick up some extra health right there. He's still getting his hits in. Oh, Medic grabs him just in time. Expertise did just pop their Uber. They're coming up through the back right here, trying to chase down You Must Recover. He finally does get him, we're going to watch Annan try and pick some precious time up on that point. And they take out Haiku and Digital, so now they have some clear way of, or some time to cap B over here with pretty much their whole team up and Inertia being dropped, so.
Uh-oh, here it is. All of Inertia is down, and Expertise is pushing in. They need to make sure LTK does not die. He's dying way too much.
Alright. Digital takes, alright, Zep is down. Alright, we have a push going on. B's about to get capped. And Inertia doesn't have too much set up on C yet. We're going to see what happens here. DK is building his Uber. He's almost at 100%, so they're going to be able to make a quick push. They definitely have Uber advantage. They can get up there and take out the medic. They definitely have a shot here. But precious little time left. We're at about 1:05. And they have to get up there and try and cap that point. This is a one-time shot, folks. We're going to see one solid push, and Expertise has to do it flawlessly, otherwise it's done for them. Couldn't. It's Coitance. Alright, failed demo jump. The Uber is popped. Sai gets her, Digital drops Zep. LTK pops his Uber at the top. He has no one with him. He is just simply up there defending. He has nothing left. Jumps away, and they have a shot here, folks. Expertise has a shot. They have two up there, medic soldiers. Scout hops up, trying to stop him. We got spam going on all over the place. Ray's the only one up there. Pyro comes up. Oh, and they take it. Tri-pants for the win. Props to Expertise.
That was awesome. That was a great job by Expertise. And now we go into the third final round. See who's going to win this. This is going to be awesome. This is turning out good. I love it.
I was a little quick to say don't call it a comeback. Knock on some wood here a little bit.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Although from a perspective view, a little thing, I'm going to be very sad if Inertia loses.
Gotta have some team love there. I definitely understand that. For those of you just tuning in or have been watching, if you want to get your your shout-outs out across the airwaves, go ahead and hit us up on IRC and the Game Surge Network. We're at pound e-rev. Hit us up and we'll get some shoutcasts out there for you. And we have some Madcast love coming across from our videocaster Mayday, telling Bait to QQ, a double QQ if you will.
I will QQ. I am very sad.
Alright, we're going to see if we have a typical strat going on. Absolutely, Inertia goes for A, and we're going to have Aristotle and maybe a scout hold back, try and capture that while they go and take a look through C into B, the typical spots, if you will. We have the stickies going up right above the doorway, just as any smart demo would do on this map. I've seen it quite a few times. Uber is sitting here waiting at the BC connector, waiting for A to finish up capping. So we got some spam coming in on these doors here real quick. They obviously know they're there. And now we're going to see a push here pretty soon. Get some action going on this 5v6 match in CEVO A Week 6. Alright, we're going to see here, and Inertia is making their push from C into B. And no Ubers popped yet, just some even exchanges here real quick. And nobody making too much of a move. Sai does make his jump up onto the roof, gets the hop on Zep, takes him out. Aristotle also drops one. So they are down technically 3 because they dropped 2 of them. Uber does get popped on Expertise's side. Now Inertia still has theirs, so we're probably going to see a mop up here if all things go according to plan for them. They're going to go ahead and pop in here on the C and take out that teleporter exit, I hope. There it is. We still have an Uber ready to break on B while they're capturing. We'll see if they can actually hold on to it for C, because that would make a very, very quick capture. Not going to happen. They do make him pop the Uber. And it ends up taking out Aristotle. And Haiku drops DK, and Sai and LTK drop Ray. So Inertia's going to end up picking up B here real quick. They're going to try and clear out the outsides while we have our medic and soldiers on the inside trying to cap this guy. Nicely done by Zep. Ends up taking out LTK. Says, no, you're not going to be building any more of that. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. And in pistol Sai. And we finally get a couple more of the Expertise guys off of B. It was a well-fought battle there, trying to burn some time off the clock, Bait. Okay, Bait's not here right now. If he'd like to leave a message, I will gladly relay it to him. We're going to watch Inertia build up again. Let's see, they're going to switch it around. No, they are definitely going to push from B onto C again. We're going to build right here, obviously build the Uber, get some time wasted, joke around, shoot the shit. And while we're waiting in a build up here, I do want to make mention again to our very generous and pretty well-run sponsors, Axis Pro. If you actually want to go check out their website, it's pretty sweet. If you go check out axis-pro.com, some pretty sweet servers that they're running over there. They were generous enough to give us a nice little test, and so far we've been nothing but happy with the service that they've provided with us. We're actually planning on making quite a few other moves over there. And like I said, if you go to e-rev.tv, there is a banner on there. If you were looking at possibly getting some new servers, you can check out Axis Pro's website. And go ahead and hit it up through our website, and you'll be walked through on how you can get 3 free extra slots on your server just by clicking the banner from our website. So we saw.
Real quick, I would like to apologize for not being there. Someone just tried to break into my house.
Someone tried to break. Ooh. It's probably anger for talking so much shit, man. You know, don't screw with
all
him,
of a sudden, like my back door opened, and I was like freaking out because I thought it was my cats or whatnot. I go back there, and it's just some fucking dude chilling in the back of my yard. It opened my door and booked it.
They opened your door and booked it? Do you not have a lock on your back door? I mean, it's kind of
Mission begins.
Well, I live right next to a cop, so I don't really lock it, but holy shit.
5,
You don't...
4, 3.
Alright, dude. I don't know where you grew up, but I grew up outside of Chicago, and nothing stays unlocked. I don't care if I'm dropping something off in a mailbox, I don't leave my car unlocked.
I grew up in Woodinville, where, you know, if something happens, it's like, oh my god, a cat went missing. Everybody freak out.
Yeah, I wasn't let outside to play. Not so much. Kind of some bad neighborhoods where I grew up.
Okay,
But,
we'll get back to it.
I guess to each their own. Yeah, as we get back to the action. Same strat over here by Inertia. We have You Must Recover just holding off the gate on A, trying to buy some clear time. Difference is X-Ray is making a harder push onto B, and without You Must Recover over there, there's not much going on for them. They haven't even tried A so far.
If you notice, Inertia ran Kritzkrieg right off the bat. They expected them to go A, which they did. And as you see, the Kritzkrieg is just owning them. What they did, as soon as the gates opened, they Kritzkrieged the demo, and they just blew up their whole team, which just ruined their push, and now they just did it again. So, they're not going to have Uber up in time to block that Kritzkrieg, so looks kind of grim.
It was definitely a smart move. Annan trying to get in there and take some cheap shots, and he basically gets gang raped there. Final kills going to Digital, and of course our medic over here, LTK. But alright, so they had 2 sentries up. I had no idea Aristotle went NG. I should probably stay on top of that. Looks like they're going to go try and push A again over here now that they had some fail sauce happen over here at B. And You Must Recover is just kind of holding up at the door over here from the blue spawn point on B. And Expertise is going to try and take their pity A, if you will. Not too much more you can do at this time when you fail than go and try and capture it and try and buy some time on the clock.
Well, what they're doing right now is they're leaving the scout at A. He's capping that. They're pushing on to B, so hopefully they DM everybody, kill them off, capture that, and leave them about 30 seconds to cap C, and they make some miraculous push on C and win. That's what they're looking
going
for.
for machete. He gets the machete on DK. Oh, terribly humorous. Terribly humorous. Oh, props to Aristotle. I love macheting people. If you ever hit up my server, you'll see that I easily have hundreds more machetes than the nearest person on there. Oh, he may have died right away, but he macheted the medic. That is going to go down as an epic win.
That's definitely something that should never happen. The medic should never be meleeed.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
And it's got no push going on right here. He does take out the NG, so maybe they can hit the sentry, but there's nothing he can do up there with that sentry guarding the point. And he's cornered between Soldier. Oh! Wow! Sentry does go down. Oh, and finally gets dropped by Psy, though. He definitely did his job there. I was pretty certain he was going to die a lot sooner than that. LTK and Psy get dropped by 2 soldiers just bum rushing in there. But they got 30 seconds to finish this cap. Without their whole team out, there's no way they can possibly get it. So Inertia's just going to buy some time, try and step on that point, maybe suicide a little bit. That's probably the route I'd go. Try and hit some people. That's about all they have left in them. Maybe for a couple kills. It's all done for them.
That lady's son.
4, 3, 2, 1. Victory.
Victory for Inertia.
Mission begins.
It is GG, folks. Inertia does take it. Granted, it was a 6v5/6v4 match for a little while there. I apologize. It couldn't have been a little more close, a little more entertaining, if you will. Did my best to try and keep you entertained along here with bait. For those of you that don't know, we have some questions over here in IRC as to whether or not there'll be any more casts tonight. We are going to switch gears a little bit off of TF2 and move over to COD 4, if I'm not mistaken, Mayday. Is that correct? Lightning reflexes, Mayday.
Ready,
Okay. We are definitely going to be moving on to COD 4, and this is where I express my love. We have Madcast versus Radiance. Going to be casted a little later tonight. That's going to be going up here very shortly if it's not already up. We got to get Mayday off of this cast here real quick so he can switch gears onto COD 4. So I do want to say again, congrats to Inertia. Wasn't necessarily a forfeit win, but it was pretty much a gimme on their part. They did what they needed to. They are going to move up a couple of slots in CEVO A. And like I said, mad love to those guys. You may be seeing a little bit more Aristotle here in the e-rev future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I am we're going to get some closing comments, possibly. You have anything, Bate?
Nothing much, but great job by Expertise to go, obviously in a hole. They dug out a little bit, pulled out a round, made it interesting, but, they couldn't pull it off. But it was really, really nice to see them try their asses off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I thought they were done for at the end of round 2, so the fact that they were able to pull that out and make it to round 3 is definitely shows some character. So again, props to Expertise. Hopefully we can get a cast on them sometime when they do have a fully manned field, if you will, a 6-person team going. But I will sign off here and say those of you that did tune on, thank you for watching. Okay. Again, it was a 5v6. Good match, though, all around. For a 5v6 match, not too bad. For any of you that just tuned in, don't forget we will be throwing up a COD 4 match here shortly with Madcast versus Radiance. So this is Scuba signing off.
GG, kids.
GG, kids. Take it easy, folks.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.
e-rev applied directly to